Good evening. Please stand at this time for the entrance of our graduates and remain standing and remove your headgear for the singing of the national anthem by the DHS choir. Would our senior choir participants please join the choir for the national anthem?
Say, can you see by the dawn
Please be seated. Thank you for joining us today as we celebrate the successes of the class of 2025, and we wish them success as they take their next step on their journey. One of my favorite things to do is to brag about our students, so I'm going to start there. In the class of 2025, there is so much to be proud of, and when we look at everything that you have done, we focus on being sure that all of our students are ready to employ, enroll, or enlist after graduation. And that has been a guiding force in ensuring that you are prepared for the next step that you will take tonight and into tomorrow. This year, we have had 526 college credits that have been completed. If you've recently had to pay for college, you know how expensive that is. Just in tuition alone, if you had to pay for that after high school, that would have cost you over $150,000. That doesn't include books and all of the other fees they tie in with that. There's so many different classes that I can't possibly name them all. They included every topic from English, math, science, social studies, welding, CAD, culinary, business, medical terminology, foreign languages. Seeing you perform so well in these rigorous classes has been amazing. We've also had students that have earned many industry and post-secondary certifications this year that have prepared them for their future employment or gave them an advantage or a head start for when they move on after high school. Some examples include CPR certification, food handler certification, ServSafe manager certification, and many more. Many of our students that are graduating were instrumental in the building of our second aluminum boat, Husky number 2, which, by the way, we'll be raffling off next week. If you'd like to buy tickets, you have till next Thursday. So make sure you get your tickets while you can. With the ability to weld aluminum as proficiently as these students can, they can easily transition from high school to additional training or just into the workforce. We've got students, 2 students that have enlisted in the military, and we have 1 student that has accepted an internship for Senator Sullivan. It's amazing what can come from our Delta graduates. We have such wonderful families and community that support these students, and that's how they're able to accomplish everything that they've been able to accomplish. We had 20 local businesses and organizations provide scholarships for our students. We have 7 UA scholars, 15 Alaska Performance Scholarships, and many, many other community scholarships. In total, the class of 2025 has earned over $750,000 in scholarships this year. We also have students that have committed to baseball and to basketball with a college team after graduation. And these are only a few of the successes that you've accomplished this year. It's amazing to be able to watch what you have done. To name all of them would take us all night, and I'm sure that you would much rather hear from our guest. The graduating class selects our keynote speaker for this ceremony, and they also have a senior that introduces them. To introduce our keynote speaker for tonight, Mr. Joshua McCall, would you please come up to introduce our keynote speaker?
Although I did not know Mrs. Williams personally, when I volunteered to introduce her, I asked around to other staff and students. They all described her as very positive and energetic. She always included everyone and motivated and challenged her teammates to be their very best. She lived the guiding principles that we hear on our morning announcements every day. And in addition to this, she is a Delta alumni. She has made a profound impact, and this is why she was selected by the senior class to be the keynote speaker at graduation. It is my pleasure to introduce Miss Haley Williams.
Let's go Huskies! Yeah! I've been yelling that since elementary school. Well, except for those few years in middle school when we were the Grizzlies. Good evening, everyone. It's so good to see you all, and all of y'all in your caps and gowns. Let me start by thanking the graduating class for inviting me to be here today. When I found out you wanted me to speak, I was honored. And with that invitation, I wanted to come see you and hear your plans for after graduation. I heard you're going to college, playing collegiate sports, entering the trades, enlisting, landing your first jobs, and even just taking the time to quietly figure it out. I hope you're proud of what you've accomplished today, and I want to celebrate this moment, your moment, because this isn't just about getting here. It's about honoring what comes next. Today doesn't only mark the closing of a 12-year chapter, it begins a new one, built on everything you've already experienced. Exactly 5 years ago, I was in your shoes, excited, nervous, slightly unsure about what came next. However, my graduation looked a little different. Well, actually, a lot different. We were spaced out in a socially distanced circle in our cars at the fairgrounds. Thanks, COVID. So if you're sitting there thinking this moment is weird or overwhelming, same. But in the years since, I've learned a few things, many of them the hard way. I'm still learning. Tonight, I want to focus on you, what you might experience after today, and leave you with a few lessons of my own. My mom used to tell me, Haley Carson, it's okay to be from a small town. Just don't be small. Now I know what some of y'all are thinking. Haley, you're short. And you're not wrong. But on my best days, I'm at least 6 feet tall. However, my mom wasn't talking about my size. She meant mindset. And she didn't just say it once. Y'all know how moms are. She said it enough times that it became part of how I see the world and how I show up in it. Still, I've learned it's not just about what not to be, it's about what you can be. I didn't always know what that meant, but I do now. Being from Delta Junction is something to be proud of. It means you've grown up with grit, heart, and a special kind of strength. You might not have had access to everything, but that doesn't mean you're any less capable, worthy, or ready to step into what's next. You can and will succeed if you want to. Yesterday, I was asked several times if I had moments of fear or doubt, and the answer is yes, definitely. The voice in my head didn't say, girl, you got this. It said, are you sure you're enough? When I first got to Duke, I looked around and felt like an imposter. Many of the athletes there had national training, elite coaching, strong academic backgrounds, and families with the means to support it all. I didn't show up with a polished resume. I showed up with potential and a whole lot of heart. While getting recruited, it was my coach's wife who said, give that girl from Alaska a chance. And that's exactly what I needed, a chance. Because sometimes all it takes is one person to believe in what you can become, even if that one person is you. And that's why I'm here, to tell you, if you ever feel that way, you're not alone. Doubt is part of the process, but it doesn't define your destination. Just as you take your next step, whatever that looks like, here are 5 things I hope you remember. 1, you will doubt yourself, and that's okay. Self-doubt doesn't mean you're not capable, it means you care. You're growing, keep showing up, even when it's hard and when you're unsure. The moments that will come later on in your life will surprise you. Sometimes they'll shape you, stretch you, and they will definitely stress you out. They're still ahead. Number 2, comparison will try to steal your joy. You will compare, and others will compare you. That's human. But when that happens, pause. Social media shows wins, not work. Filters, not failure. You're seeing what people choose to post, not what they're pushing through. Some of the most meaningful accomplishments, the quiet, hard-earned ones, go unseen. For those of you that might not know, I ran track, and I had to learn that the only race that mattered was the one against myself. My best time, my own lane, my response to the gun. Some of my biggest wins weren't posted, awarded, or even noticed, but they still mattered. And they taught me something. People will judge you and your results no matter what. So don't let comparison, yours or theirs, steal your joy. Focus on your effort, your growth, your momentum. That's your lane, and it's enough. Number 3, don't wait to be chosen. Show up anyway. You won't always feel ready. That's okay. Knock on the door anyway. Apply, speak up, try. You don't need to be perfect to be worthy for that opportunity. Number 4, you're allowed to change your mind. It's okay to outgrow a dream. You're not locked into who you are at 18. Explore, pivot, learn. There is no wrong start as long as it gets you going. And number 5, you belong, even if it doesn't feel like it. You don't need anyone else to validate your worth. And if the voice in your head tells you otherwise, remember mine instead. You can be from a small town, just don't be small. Class of 2025, please take up space. Go big. And never let anyone, including yourself, convince you that you don't belong, because you do. So, if you're not tall, please jump higher. And if you ever feel behind, run faster. It worked for me. Congratulations to the graduating class. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Williams. Next, our choir will be singing Go the Distance from the movie Hercules. Senior choir members, please join your choir, and let's enjoy their performance.
1,000 years will be worth the wait. It might take a lifetime, but somehow I'll see it through. And I won't look back. I can go the distance, and I'll stay on track. No, I won't accept defeat. It's an uphill slope, but I won't lose hope till I go the distance and my journey is complete. Like a shooting star, I will go the distance. I will reach the world. I will face its harms. I don't care how far. I can go the distance. When I go the distance, I'll be right where I belong. Belong.
So in Delta Greeley School District, we have extremely high standards and very rigorous classes. The competition for the highest GPA is always extremely fierce. To recognize all the students that have maintained a high GPA, they have cords that signify the honor that they have earned. Students that have between a 3.5 and a 3.6 GPA are graduating cum laude, which means with honors, and are wearing a green and white cord. Students with a 3.7 to a 3.8 GPA are graduating magna cum laude, which means with great honor, and they are wearing white cords. Students that have a 3.9 or above, and we always have several that have above a 4.0, they are graduating summa cum laude, which means with highest honors. And they are wearing gold cords. You may have noticed many other cords and stoles being worn by the graduates. These are listed in your program. Our student speaker at graduation has to go through an application process to be selected. First, they have to submit an application to be considered. On their application, they have to have nominations from their class and from staff. They have to list what the topic they would like to have their speech about, and then that's reviewed by a committee before the student speaker is selected. To introduce our student speaker this evening, would Jorge Pagan Colon please come up to introduce our student speaker?
The senior class selected a student to speak at graduation each year. The student has to be nominated by students and staff. This year's student speaker has been very active in many students' activities. She has been on the student council for 2 years. She has served as the student representative to the school board and has been in BPA for 1 year. She has played volleyball for 3 years and softball for 1, and has been the captain of both sports. She completed 3 years of track and has also done cheerleader. In addition to her many students' activities, she has participated in many events at DHS. I would like to introduce this year's student speaker, Ms. Shelby Owen.
Ladies and gentlemen, teachers, families, and friends, thank you for taking this time to share this significant milestone in our lives today. I promise to keep this short but meaningful and hopefully memorable. First and foremost, I'd like to thank everyone who made this possible and gave me the incredible honor of speaking on behalf of the graduating class of 2025. Honestly, when I submitted my name to be considered, it was more of a long shot than anything. I knew that the competition would be tough, and I didn't expect to be chosen. So when Mr. Lee told me I had been selected, I was shocked. Grateful, but shocked. It didn't really sink in until I sat down this week to write this speech. That's when I realized something. The very reason I'm standing here right now is because of the message I want to share with you all today. Find the one reason you can versus the 100 reasons you can't. That mindset is simple but powerful. It's what changed my life. There is always two ways to see any situation in life. You can focus on what you want and the path that may make you lead there, or you can focus on the countless roadblocks and fears and doubts that make you believe it's not possible. I know what it feels like to be that second mindset. There was a time in my life when my confidence was low, my mindset was fragile, and my fears were loud. I consistently found a reason why I couldn't do something. I convinced myself I wasn't enough, not outgoing enough, not talented enough, not brave enough. I locked myself into a loop of negativity, always expecting failure before I even began. But something changed. People around me, teachers, friends, mentors, started believing in me. Most importantly, they helped me believe in myself. They introduced me to the power of a positive mental attitude. That didn't mean pretending life was always easy. It meant learning to focus on what was possible, even when everything inside me said otherwise. It meant shifting from I probably can't to what if I can. That change in mindset gave me the courage to stop sitting on the sidelines and start stepping into opportunities I never would have considered before. Over the last few years, I've gone from being shy, quiet, and hesitant to someone who precedes leadership roles, speaking at board meetings, representing our school through OSOG, hosting pep rallies, and delivering morning announcements. And now I'm here speaking to you all. Not because I was fearless, but because I found the one way I could. To my classmates, as we step into the next chapter of our lives, whether it's college, a job, a gap year, or something else entirely, you will face moments of doubt. You will come across challenges that seem too big and people that underestimate you, even when times you underestimate yourself. In these moments, remember this: you don't need 100 solutions, you just need that one way forward. Block out the noise, stop counting all the reasons it won't work, and focus your energy on finding that one reason it might. That's how you move forward, that's how you grow, that's how we got here today. In closing, I want to leave you with this: success isn't always being the best, the smartest, or the loudest in the room. Success isn't always, It's about being the person who keeps looking forward, even when the odds don't look great. Wherever life takes us, no matter the doors that open or close, stay positive and just remember to find that one way you can. Thank you, and congratulations to this year's graduating class of 2025.
Thank you, Shelby. Distinguished representatives of the Delta Greeley Board of Education, Superintendent Mr. Michael Lee, administrators, parents, relatives, and honored guests. As counselor of the class of 2025, it is my privilege and professional responsibility to certify that the students seated before you today have successfully completed all graduation requirements as established by the Delta Greeley Board of Education in the state of Alaska. Each student before you today has met or exceeded the academic and credit-based standards necessary to earn a high school diploma. On behalf of the Delta Greeley School District, I congratulate you on your many accomplishments. Mr. Dana Mock, I am both honored and proud to present the Delta Greeley School District's class of 2025.
Or you can come up.
If you want to stay, if you want to shake their hands. Tanner Brandt. Chloe Burnett. Agnesa Butinko. Roslyn Aaliyah Dillon. Noah Douglas. Marco Harvin. Casey Maria Hernandez. Wyatt Hollenbeck. Morgan Lee Huffman. Caleb Jordan. Abby Julith Coleman. Lillian Michaela Koba Hughes. Vitaly Vladimirovich Koval. Jacob Vadimovich Kulikovsky. Agnia Fleur Kuzman. Livia Fleur Kuzman. Verenia Sergi Kuzman. Megan Inez Mallory. Wyatt Mason. Joshua Seth McCall. Back to the middle.
Thanks for the intro.
Nathaniel Jeffrey McNabb. Logan Murr. Kalena Kamakoalani Okalai. Miller. Olivia May Morley. Sierra Olson Brown. Shelby Dawn Owen.
Thank you.
Jorge Adrian Pagan Colon. Grace Jillian Pearson. Emily Peterson. Logan Pugh. Hunter Thomas Sauer. Patrick Jacob Richard Shea. Ian Chisang Smith. Storushuk Diana Alexandrovna. Roland Dmitry Trofimov. Brock Widener.
Thank you.
Good job, Brock. Grace Anna White. Kiana Rivers Whittier. Elijah Daniel Wood. Vivia Kuzman.
Graduates, would you please rise? Turn around and face the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduating class of 2025.
Would the audience please rise for the exit of our graduates? They will be lining up across the back of the gym so that guests can come through and thank them. We will be starting our parade at 7:30 in about 30 minutes. So please rise for the exit of our graduates. This concludes our ceremony. The parade will begin in 30 minutes.